The house had started talking. Not loudly, not openly, in fragments. I learned to hear it in the pauses, in the way conversation stopped when I entered a room. In the way eyes lowered too fast. In the way smiles never reached the corners. That morning, I wasn't meant to hear anything. I was halfway down the service corridor when voices drifted toward me, soft, careless, believing no one important was listening. "He's never spared anyone before," a woman whispered. Another voice replied, tense. "That's what scares me." My steps froze. Girls like her don't last. Not around men like him. Silence followed. Heavy. Final. I backed away before they noticed me, heart pounding so hard it felt like confession. Never spared anyone before. Then what was I? The fear returned, sharper than before. I noticed the extra guards. The unfamiliar faces near the gates. Cars slowing too long outside the property. Windows that reflected movement even when nothing passed. I was being watched. Not by him. By someone else. A rival family, I learned accidentally, from a guard who spoke too freely, from a name repeated too often, from tension that hummed under every surface. They weren't interested in me as a person. I was leverage, a message, a weakness with a heartbeat. That night, I stood at my window and understood the truth no one had said out loud. Loving a mafia man wasn't romantic. It was a death wish. He found me in the garden just before dawn. I hadn't heard him approach. Somehow, that felt intentional. "You shouldn't wander alone anymore," he said quietly. I turned to him, the words spilling out before I could stop them. "They say you've never spared anyone." His expression didn't change. "They shouldn't say anything at all." "Am I a mistake?" I asked. "Did you ever mean for me to be here?" For a moment, the distance between us felt fragile. Human. Then he said something that chilled me more than anger ever could. "You're safer if you stop believing I'm different." I frowned. "What does that mean?" He stepped closer, not too close. "Never too close. Trust no one," he said gently. A pause. Not even me. My breath caught. This was the first warning he'd ever given me. And warnings, I was learning, were never kind. That evening, the house locked down. Phones confiscated. Routes changed. Guards doubled. I tried to tell myself it was routine. That this was just how his world functioned. But fear has its own language. And it was screaming. Late at night, I overheard an argument behind a closed door. Low voices. My name spoken once, just once, but enough. "She's been spotted." "That's impossible. It's already out." I backed away, pulse roaring in my ears. Someone had leaked my location. Someone inside the house. Someone close. I reached for the doorframe to steady myself, and only one thought filled my mind as alarms began to hum softly through the walls. In a world built on silence and blood, I had just become the loudest target of all.